Mernin, Markstrom here, and today we're going to be diving into one of the most important skills in Escape from Tarkov, point firing. Mastering this skill will take your success in game to the next level, and this video will provide both the why and the how. We'll specifically be taking a look at weapon positioning, why point shooting is so effective, and of course, how to improve your ability at the skill. Let's get into it. In Tarkov, your rifle is always in one of three positions: down, forward, or aim down sights. If you are running, the barrel is pointing down towards your feet. You cannot fire from this position, and your barrel will not raise until you stop running. When you stop running, you are delayed to use your weapon effectively while it goes through the process of lifting to parallel. If you are walking, your rifle is shouldered, pointing forwards, and able to be shot. Shooting from this position is called point firing. There is no reticle or crosshair. The bullet is going to travel on the angle of where your barrel is aimed, and with practice, it can be accurately predicted. This is what we're looking to accomplish. If you're aiming down sight, or ADS, then you're looking down your iron sights, a 1x optic such as a red dot, or a magnified optic such as an LK Spectre or Voodoo. In this position, left alt is able to be held, which reduces weapon sway, making it easier to effectively place your shot. So you're probably asking, if ADS shows me where I'm aiming, and it gives me a tighter shot pattern, why would I consider point shooting instead? Both of these aspects are addressed by equipping a visible laser. With one equipped, you have the advantage of knowing precisely where your bullet will land. For best results point firing with a laser, there are two things to note. First, fire mode with a laser equipped depends on range and recoil. The further opponent and the higher the recoil of your weapon, semi-auto fire is preferred because it allows the player to have much greater recoil control and an easier time tracking the laser's visual indicator. This will allow you to land headshots at range in a calm fashion, whereas in close quarters, full auto allows you to win by volume. Secondly, the NC Star Blue Laser, currently purchasable from Skier Level 1, is the best selection. Not only is it the easiest to visually track in all types of variable lighting and background environments, but unlike other lasers, the light bends around the target, making the dot appear larger and providing a literal signal for when to shoot. Regarding the shot pattern, utilizing a laser designator in Tarkov, including infrared, reduces your weapon sway and muzzle drift by roughly 25%. By equipping a visible laser, not only are you no longer playing the guessing game for shot location, but you have a significantly higher chance of landing follow-up shots if necessary. Now, let's go over some of the advantages of point shooting. The first, and perhaps the most important advantage, is time. Often unnecessarily, time is spent ADSing and acquiring your target with your reticle rather than purely shooting. The process of aiming down your sight takes almost an entire half second, then the gun has to be studied via left alt, and finally your target has to be acquired with the iron sight or reticle before pulling the trigger. Not only does this process make noise, alerting your enemy in advance of your location, but it also takes a great deal of time, which is a luxury that you do not have in a first-person shooter. Even with a semi-automatic rifle, a point shooter is able to pop off 2 or 3 rounds before an ADSer can even begin their attack. With practice, you can train yourself to consistently land a headshot on a facial hitbox within these first few shots, taking 0 damage and yielding what I would consider a free kill. The next major advantage is that you have more mobility when point shooting. In Escape from Tarkov, mobility is king and has a massive impact on all aspects of combat. ADSing cuts your max movement speed nearly in half. Quicker movement can often be the difference maker in your opponent hitting or missing shots and aiding you in being able to dip in and out of cover. As with any shooter, movement is key. Point shooting also has the positive impact on scope selection and efficiency. If you can acquire the ability to point shoot any target within 20 meters, you no longer need to run a non-magnifying optic. This allows you to strictly run scopes such as the 2x, 4x, or 6x variants, which will give you more versatility in raid. A massive advantage of this is that you know for certain that when you ADS, you'll always be on the magnified mode because you won't ever be switching it. This will prevent deaths caused by ADSing and not having the appropriate magnification selected for the range of your target. Avoiding ADS can also increase your mechanical precision and therefore quicken your reactions. Currently, when you ADS, your overall mouse speed is lowered significantly in comparison to your player movement mouse speed. This differential prevents proper development of muscle memory due to a lack of consistency. This is also why I recommend running a consistent armor so that your character movement always feels similar. Staying at ADS will ensure that your mind-body connection while aiming is both strengthened and acquired more quickly. The final advantage of point shooting is vision. Both iron sight and red dot housing can occlude vision drastically, especially when factoring in the magnified muzzle flashes and recoil while tracking a moving target. While point shooting, you can be more aware of your peripherals and better manage to spot movement at the edges of your screen. This increased vision allows you to make smarter decisions and ultimately be more successful in your engagements, even when you're playing defense. Now that we've covered the overwhelming merits of point shooting, let's discuss how to develop this skill and make you a point shot monster. The best method is to settle on a highly accessible weapon and armor set that you plan on getting comfortable with. Keep in mind similar barrel lengths tend to have a similar shot location, and be sure to prioritize recoil over ergonomics for your weapon build. ADS time and volume should be non-factors now, and reduced recoil will help improve follow-up point shots. Be sure to bring meds and a few hundred rounds of well-rounded ammunition that balance both damage and pen, and jump into an offline raid with PvE set to high. Take your time and attempt to visit every scav spawn possible. Force yourself, for the sake of the exercise, to avoid ADS entirely, and point firing will quickly become second nature. Focus on learning where to expect your bullets to land. Utilize your environment and only peek AI one at a time, and learn how to manipulate their aggro status to your advantage. If you miss a couple of shots, regain hard cover, give the scav a few seconds to de-aggro, and try again. Work on increasing your rate of fire while maintaining your accuracy. As you delve deeper into the hideout upgrades, the shooting range can also be a very valuable resource for practice. By level 3, it features moving paper targets, poppers, and even a training mode to help fine-tune your reaction time. With practice, the feel for where and how to shoot will come naturally, and I guarantee your win percentage will soar for close to mid-range encounters. At the end of the day, there are multiple effective playstyles in EFT. I often take point firing to an extreme, but it's proven to be highly effective for my playstyle, which is a mix of methodical gunplay, well-timed aggression, and keeping at least one eye on Twitch chat. It also suits my preferred weaponry of heavy, lower erg DMRs, where the advantages of point shooting are more pronounced. Lighter weapons with higher erg and low recoil often undermine some of these advantages and create situations where ADS may make more sense for a more mobile, aggressive playstyle. For those of you guys that want to give my playstyle a go, I hope you learned some new information on point shooting and will implement the training to improve your game. Let me know what you thought of the video in the comment section below, and be sure to subscribe for more content like this. If you'd like to be notified when these guides go live, click the bell next to the subscription button and join the notification squad. Also, be sure to tune into the live streams Sunday through Friday starting at 6:30 a.m. Eastern at twitch.tv/Markstrom. Thank you for watching.